I know you've seen Gerard Butler in hit films like 300 and The Bounty Hunter, but this new movie, Machine+Gun+Preacher, is extraordinary. It tells the true story of a drug-dealing thug who has a spiritual awakening that puts him on a mission to save children in war-torn Africa. Take a look.
Come on. Get up. Let's go. Come on, get up. Let's go. Get up. Hey, get up. Let's go. Let's get a move on. Get up. Hey, come on, get up.
What are you doing?
Let's go, get up. They ain't sleeping out here. Tell them they're coming inside. Come on, y'all get up.
Sam.
Let's go.
Sam, there are too many. You can't help them all.
Well, I can take these ones here.
Please welcome the extraordinary Gerard Butler.
So I gave her that.
Every once in a while, somebody comes on the show that gives the audience the vapors, you know what I mean? And they become hysterical. This hasn't happened in a while.
In a long time.
Wow, well, it's an honor to be the person that brought that on.
Let me ask you, man, because this is a true story. This guy is amazing. You play an ex-con biker turned preacher who is saving children in Africa, and sometimes he does not do it as you would think a preacher would. I'm told that you had a real connection to this story.
Yeah, because I was a gun-toting biker myself back in the day. No, I just, I think I've gone something of a transformation myself. I trained as a lawyer. I kind of was heading down the wrong path. I was very unhappy in my life, and then I found my purpose, which I think was acting, and so but also I think it's a universal connection that you have with somebody like Sam. The pain that somebody goes through facing their own demons, and then but where do you apply that? I mean, this man decided such a massive thing to take on Africa, to say
in such a time.
In such a time, yeah.
And Sam Childers, the man you're playing as a preacher, I really loved your portrayal of him. This is the baddest ass preacher I have ever seen in my life, who and you played this man. It was shot, most of the film was shot in Detroit and South Africa. So some of the scenes you said you shot in South Africa made you really emotional. I know watching it, I lost it many times, but what was it like for you?
Yeah, I get really emotional talking about this movie, and I think, it's like you say, when people start talking about it, and it just brings up so much in you, and I think having experienced that, I mean, when you're out there in South Africa and you're out in the kind of savannah lands and you're surrounded by these kids, I can't even tell you, these kids were so beautiful and so full of love and warmth and all the different personalities, and then you're looking at them and you suddenly think, these are the same kids that are being mutilated, tortured, being forced to kill other kids, forced to kill their own families.
Forced to kill their parents.
You can't even, and we did one scene where the kids kept screaming. It was a gunfight, and I kept saying, tell them to be quiet because they would be heard. And they said they're so scared, they can't help it.
Yeah.
And at that point, you're like, oh, they're scared, and this is just a film.
Yeah.
Can you imagine the fear
that
they have to go through, having that every day? Like that scene there, when I'm telling them to come in. These kids leave their villages every night because that's when the rebels strike. So they, every night, some of them, they walk for 3 hours just to spend the night in a safer, in a city where it's safe.
There's no international help for these people that's enough?
It's horrible.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's different. People do what they can, but obviously a lot more could be done.
Yeah.
Well, you did your own stunts, didn't you?
Oh, yeah. I always do my own.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't you meet, you got a chance to meet with Sam Childers, and is it true you felt like you had to prove yourself to him, or something to do with the gun?
He felt like I had to prove myself to him.
Oh, he did?
Sam's like this guy. He's like, I walk in, he's with his family, he's like, hey, how you doing? Okay. And he puts a gun out on the table. And I'm like, okay. I know he's thinking, Hollywood boy, okay, let's see what you got. And I pick up this gun, and I'm like, and I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing with it. So I start like looking at it, and they're like, whoa, no, it's loaded. And I'm like, there's 15 people in the room. Why are you giving me a loaded gun? That's Sam Childers. You know, and the stunts, by the way, I got, you know, there was once that there's a shootout scene in the movie where they're attacking our orphanage. And I was hit by a shell in the head, you know, because the casings fly out, and it slit my head. The next take, did it again. You know, both with it, I saw like slit my head here, then slit my head.
It hasn't hurt your looks at all, Gerard.
No, it helped.
You know, this is a movie that I hope everybody goes out and see, because it really makes you say the message is, how can I help? And don't just sit back and not do anything.
Yeah.
I want to take it around a little bit to another subject, because in this film, I'm so used to you not having a shirt on in the movie, and I was waiting for you to take your shirt off in the film, and it didn't happen, but I did get to see you in the recent photo shoot, and I go, oh my gosh, your abs. What do you do to get in shape like this?
Well, actually, by the way, that was the best experience of my life. That was playing for my home team, Celtic, in Glasgow, against Manchester United in a charity game.
Did you win?
We won 5-2. I wouldn't believe it.
Against Manchester United?
Against Manchester United. But I mean, it wasn't, you know, there was celebrities in the team, and it was, but there was a lot of the, you know, Roy Keane was playing. I don't know if you guys aren't going to know this, but...
No, but I do.
But anyway, no, I don't know what that comes, you know, that happened because I haven't eaten since last October. No, I'm joking. I'm joking. That's you know, I'm doing a lot of sport. I'm doing a surf movie at the moment, and I'm just finished this movie where I play a soccer player. So I'm doing a lot of cardio and watching what I eat, and then I see that, and I'm like, I don't know what I'm doing with
Can
the
you
tongue.
just say one thing to the audience? Can you just tell the audience, they just want to hear this, bro? Can you say, you are so lovely and sexy? They just want to hear the bro. Can you say it to the ladies? Just say, pick any woman you're talking about. Just say, you're so lovely and sexy, and that bro.
Okay, who am I looking at?
Just, there's a lady up there with hair, right there.
Okay, you are so lovely and sexy.
Will there be a 300 sequel before we go? 300 sequel?
They're in the process of putting together, you know, they have a script now, so, you know, I think there's a very good possibility that we're going to see a second 300.
Nice. So it'll be like 600. It'll be the 600 now.
Listen, man, you come back anytime. We like talking to you. You know, now listen, Machine Gun Preacher is a film you need to see. It will be in theaters next Friday. Do yourself a favor, go and see it. We'll be right back.
I remember the days before COPD.